I think we just made it in time, guys. All right, welcome to Lmacncheese here. And today, this morning, I haven't slept yet.
Hi!
Watch the Soulframe Dev stream. Hello, everybody.
Welcome to Soulframe Dev Stream 4.
Yay! I thought it was 3, but yeah, it's 4, isn't it?
Oh my god, you just made me panic for a second.
Wow.
I embarrassed myself.
No.
Well, because we
I
got
hope it's
Dev
not
Stream
too loud.
4
I
and
know.
Soulframe
I like
4.
that there's some alignment
Wow,
there.
that's
I
cool.
really
They're
like
always
it.
going to be aligned if you guys
Wait, is that
keep
Megan?
your
What are
word
you doing
and have
here?
a
That
stream
will be
every
the only
month.
reason we
Yep.
stay
That's right.
consistent.
She's
so
doing
that's
here?
Right.
Some people are noticing the new lights already, Rue.
It's very bright.
Yeah.
We've upgraded
Oh, wait.
the
We got
lights.
new lights, and it's just
This
like
is the
Turn
Warframe
them.
room.
Danny Boyle, Sunshine. You know when they fly the spaceship to the sun?
Apparently,
Yeah.
it's only at 30% power, so don't.
No, don't. We like this. We
Just
like
don't
this.
turn it up.
Don't turn it up. We're
Makes
good.
my skin
I
look
thought
fresher.
Sarah was a community
Welcome to Soulframe
manager
Dev Stream
herself.
4. We are very excited to be back. I know it's the first Dev Stream back. It's obviously the end of January, but we have a lot to talk about. We're excited about 2025.
I wanna
Prelude
see
8
it
is live,
all.
but we'll get into that. Let's just do our normal housekeeping and introductions. We're going to start with the loveliest one on the couch.
Oh, I'm Sarah.
No.
Please relax.
My name's Megan.
Hi, I'm Steve.
Delayed reaction.
I didn't hear Jeff go. I missed it.
Jeff was very quiet. He was very demure about his
Focus.
introductions. And we have Joey over on gameplay.
Yeah, Joey.
He is real, by the way.
He
He's
is
not
real.
my imaginary
Joey is not
friend.
Snuffleupagus.
Part of the Soulframe Slayers from TennoCon is
right.
Sarah and Joey
Yeah.
crushing that. So welcome to Soulframe Dev Stream 4. We have a lot to talk about. We will be giving away Soulframe Preludes keys during this stream via the Twitch dropper. Almost Twitch dropper? Picker. Thank you.
Yep. Dropper, picker.
I know. Same thing. Rue, do you want to run one right now and just get someone in there?
Sarah's imaginary friend Joey.
He's real. I don't think he knew he was signing up for a lifetime of
Yeah.
joining me whenever I want as a friend.
Him.
But
And can you read that with your readers? Do you need your readers?
Naxu Weird Void Cat.
That's good.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
The readers are for close.
Oh, I'm
didn't
sorry.
read
The
it.
readers
I'm
are for
sorry.
close.
I read that totally wrong. I
Yeah.
thought that was
I'm
Naxu
here.
Weird Chat.
Naxu Weird Void Cat. Congratulations, you've gotten yourself a Soulframe Preludes keys. Please message the Soulframe Twitch channel you're watching right now, and we will hook you up with that key. Friends and family code as well, so you can spread the love.
Oh, that's true. You get some extra codes. I saw some fake codes here in chat as
Yeah,
we
the
were
free
waiting.
Wi-Fi one
Yeah,
was
free
good.
Wi-Fi one
Free
was a bit
Wi-Fi one was
silly.
good.
A little trolly.
Yeah, I like the imagination.
Sarah and the stats team I think are looking at
Everyone.
issues where people felt like they signed up day one and still haven't gotten an invite. So we are looking into that.
That took
if you're
I
in
took a
that
while to get my
sad
code.
bin of
Took me a while. And I
Of
signed
despair
on
and
the
waiting.
first
early
day.
signups.
we are going to check that.
Purgatory.
work properly.
Someone called you Zaddy. And your
Zaddy,
glasses
excellent,
on.
excellent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That's
Google that
crazy.
later.
Oh,
see
Red
what
will
that
know what that
means.
means.
Uh-oh.
It's just Stray Kids.
Stray Kids.
Stray Kids. Anyways, we're gonna get into this stream. We have gameplay from Preludes 8 that we're gonna show you. We're gonna talk about P9.
Someone asked what is Soulframe, so they came to the right spot. Anyway.
Would you like to answer it?
Well, just stay tuned.
There you go.
All right then.
That's what I would say.
Get comfy. All right, 2025.
The
We're
P9.
like the
year.
opening band for the Warframe stream, aren't we?
Come on.
This is
no.
like we're the little indie opening band from
No.
London, Ontario, opening for the big rock concert.
No. We're a joint.
Okay.
Joint.
All together.
All
Lifting
together.
together.
2025.
See my reactions better.
That
New
is
year.
the year.
Yep.
Not
Lots
just my
of preludes
teeth.
to come.
Yes.
Lots of goals.
Yep.
How are we feeling about 2025?
Just started. I ain't liking it too much.
Just like 2024,
Yeah, I was gonna
nervous
say,
and
it's
excited.
I went for 2026 already.
Terrified and excited always.
Mm-hmm.
A lot going on at DE and a lot going on ambitiousness for Warframe, but also a lot of ambitiousness for Soulframe.
Yeah.
We just shipped P8, Preludes 8. And
still gotta touch that. I've been
got
so
lots of
busy
great
playing
feedback
Rogue
on
Trader.
that. And yeah, we're gonna just keep doing that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about what's coming up in the next one. We're gonna try to do these every 4 or 5 weeks for Preludes releases, depending on
That's the goal, yeah.
on how it goes.
yeah.
Got
I think
better
we
at their
fell into-
deadlines.
We got delayed by helping out on Warframe, but that's kind of part of having the family. And
That's right, yep.
you know, sometimes
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
And we got it done.
sometimes Space Mom
and
needs
here we
help
are.
in the kitchen to cook,
That's
so we
right.
go.
We needed more cooks.
Sous chefs, yes.
I want to see great source
Speaking
for
of cooks
P9 and
in
Sushko
kitchens
Capes.
and
Oh, where's this going?
No, I never know. I never know these days.
I like these segues.
I never know these days. We brought some art just to kind of show where perhaps things could come in Soulframe in 2025.
Maybe 2 weapons.
We have
I'm thinking.
Neathans. Do you want to talk about a little bit about
Ooh,
Neathans?
so good.
Oh,
This just got finished this morning.
Rosa.
Yeah,
Rosa.
Shout out
Yeah.
Rosa.
like a new tile
What's
set, or like
Neathans? What are
new
we
kind of
looking at?
We showed a
corruption.
bit of it live last year, I think, but it's going to be a new proc set that's coming. That's going to be part of the Bromius quest. We'll probably give you a taste of this before the quest is finished.
Ooh.
Of the world. But, Joey, off in the corner, has done a lot of work on laying the groundwork for this. Yeah,
Look at your little envoy in the
It's little-
corner. You're so tiny.
I know you're very small.
You're
That's them
such
in
a
the bottom
tiny,
corner.
tiny little guy.
It's kind of like the sacred sap from the trees above has been corrupted.
Oh, this is what the
Yeah,
what the
like
bear
voicing
was it?
trees of old, but unfortunately
Yeah.
they've been polluted and their sap is causing some altered
Yeah,
consciousness.
it's creating some visions.
Yeah,
in
it's
the
creating
world.
some visions.
Interesting.
that.
This is
Heard
with the
about
bear.
those.
So I think this will be the next major dungeon set
Yeah.
that we do.
Yeah.
Probably not P9. Probably this is a little bit
No,
further
I think
ahead.
sometime this year for sure. But
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
What else do we have that's
I
cool?
feel
How
like
do
I'm
you feel
watching
about
early
horses?
Warframe all over again.
So do
Some
I.
nostalgia.
Yeehaw.
What is
like 'em.
this?
Ooh.
This poor fella.
What is this?
I love this twistness
So
of it. I
there's gonna
love
be
it. The
Bit of a push
face.
this year to get some more enemy variety in the game. We showed Mendicants
Variety is
earlier last
important.
year, right? I can't remember if we just put art out
A little bit.
on the social medias or not.
Oh. Hey, why is it buffering? Is it me? Can't be me, right? Did the stream go down? Oh no, the stream went down. Oh. Well, you guys will see when it comes back.
One little blip in the system there.
And
Yeah,
we're
these
back.
are. I don't know if I can, summarize too much without Sydney's help, but the mendicants are kind of. I think he's sort of the closest thing to think of would be like a ring wraith. They're these kind of like lost legends and kings and sorcerers that have kind of been latent in the earth, but the pollution has given them shape,
Yes.
and they kind of rise back out of the earth. And so that'll be kind of a really cool new faction to add to the game. They're not aligned
Ooh, a
with
new
the Ode,
faction.
No,
right?
Okay.
They're-
Oh, like
They're
the
not
people, like
aligned
those
with
weird
any of
spirit.
the kind
Okay, I
of
like that.
Dendrit or
I like
Silent
that.
Rose. They're their own kind of evil.
Damn, rebels.
They look. This image is amazing.
I hope
there's
we all
some
we get
spots
different
that were-
mounts
I
of like
think we showed it
different
actually a
mounts
bit
would be
of
really
the
cool.
Nimrod
What they're
quest
probably
as a
gonna do.
bit of taste.
Okay,
Bear,
cool.
wolf.
Some of the art you'll see in the world. Where they
Amazing.
live.
We also have some ancestors that the
Horse.
team has been working on.
Oh, new
First up, we have
NPCs?
Pothia, if I might have said that correctly.
That's right.
I think it's Pothia.
Oh, come on.
Pretty sure.
I don't still teach us how to use like combos if we get like
Who is this,
stances for weapons,
lady?
maybe.
An amazing image by
Keith Thompson.
Keith Thompson,
Yeah.
and the name, of course, just to give us a tongue twister. He always
course,
gives
yes,
us the
always.
tongue
It's
twister.
really Keith's fault. It
It is,
always
yeah.
just goes back to Keith.
This is one of the primordial
That's right.
envoys, right? This is the one that is aligned, I think, to the courageous virtue.
Yep. Yep.
And these are the primordials are kind of like the first time envoys in the ancient times kind of came to being.
Yeah, they're kind of the first envoy of each class.
Yeah, and so
Okay.
when is an envoy? I think we're kind of keeping that kind of
Yeah.
close to the vest right now,
Little
but
bit.
you'll learn that as you play the game, and what their relationship is with humanity and with the kind of elder races of the game.
That sword is going to.
Swords pretty good.
Hey!
And we got it in game, all modeled. It looks beautiful.
Look at that. Love her.
Yeah.
Badass girl.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So yeah, I think not to sound like a stuffy corporate CEO, but I saw in chat people were like, "Is this game going to be free to play?" And it is, and it might be things like
how we
this
roll.
that would be
Yeah.
how kind of our platinum version
Is there anything
of
in
the
the
stuff
name
goes.
maybe that gives it a hint?
Primordial does give it a hint.
Primordial,
Yes,
maybe.
that
Oh,
is not
what
an
does that
accident.
sound like?
But anyway, it looks gorgeous.
Very subtle.
Who modeled this up for us? Do you remember?
That'd be Brandon.
Brandon, thank you, Brandon.
good job, Brandon.
Gorgeous.
Shout out Brandon.
Yep.
We also have an individual by the name of Adajan.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Did I say?
You did. You nailed it.
Got
Yeah,
the
nailed
ring
it.
blade.
Jen, yes.
What's going on here?
Like a native.
This is a
blade
design
dancer
for another
or something?
wandering ancestor,
That's
like Fen, but we're kind of building on the roles the wandering ancestors will have as well. Packs are kind of, like if you're familiar with Warframe, they're the equivalent to the kind of gameplay styles that you can play as with different Warframes. And we need ways to get more in the world that don't rely on, very kind of high level, expensive quests behind them.
Oh, speaking the language, aren't you these days?
So these
Sounds like a producer right now.
these wandering ancestors. These wandering ancestors you'll find will also offer new packs and playstyles. I think Scott's in the process of actually turning Fen into a pact.
Nice.
Fiery.
Is that a weapon?
Hopefully
Is
get
that
this
is that a
weapon,
weapon?
too.
This is a
Definitely
hula hoop
weapon.
that you got to be very careful
Yeah,
with.
jeez. Your hips
I don't
better
know
not
why
lie.
he's shirtless using this thing. He's gonna be covered
There's a
in
reason
cuts.
he's shirtless.
He's that good.
He's confident.
it all.
He
He's
sliced his
He's
shirt
like
off.
the paint on his body too.
Confidence, that's all you need.
We get a lot of questions, I think, as we've been building the game, like, will this weapon type be in? Will this weapon type be in? And we're gonna run the whole gambit, but I think this is gonna be a very interesting weapon sort of stance.
Yeah,
for the
this is
game.
very much a push. To
Yeah.
something
Feels
a bit
like
more.
you're clearing the forest.
A little dervish style fighting. It's gonna be
Clear in
awesome.
the forest.
Yep.
I like the style. We have some enemies as well. We talked about the Nethans and showed a little bit of that, but we have the corrupted Solarian.
Okay. So Terry.
Ooh.
Not a T.
Reminds me of the tree.
My bad.
This is the healthy
Terry?
Soterian.
Those
Yes.
tree
Yes.
the
This
giants
is
from
a-
Lethal
this
Company.
is a tree, caretaker. He walks around and makes sure the trees
Oh,
are okay.
and then, as you guys do, you turn
well, it's
happy
not
things.
us.
This is our.
into sad things.
I know. This is what's happening.
Is
in
this
the
the
world.
sap? Is that the?
That's the sap.
I hope we can see corruption in real time, or
Man,
like see
get
them
us
as
all.
like normal,
Yeah.
doing their own
This is
thing,
what
and then
the Elder doing.
just stuff happens and they
Look
get
at
corrupted.
Oh, is that what that is?
That's what I think it is. And that's what it
No.
should be. So this is part of. Is this part of Nethans and Bromius all together?
Exactly.
Kind
Yep,
of? Very
exactly.
cool. Very cool.
I like
The
this.
guy on the side.
I feel like you should be bigger.
Maybe you'd be bigger.
Someone said
yeah.
that's terrifying and gross. Cool.
It's kind of so.
Is it Voldo in Soul Calibur? I'm getting
It
some
is
of the,
Voldo,
some of these
yeah.
poses are giving me a bit of Voldo vibe
Very
there.
much older, yeah.
Yep.
Little inspiration. And one of the most devastating things I personally believe you guys are working on
Oh,
is
no.
the.
Oh, I know where you're going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know
What? Why?
Oh, the corrupted
Oops.
turtle
one back.
dude.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, beautiful.
Why?
Well,
Why? What did the
the
avocados ever
corruption,
do to you?
It doesn't discriminate, right?
Gets us all one day. What's going on? What happened?
It's a Sprout Folk mech.
Yeah.
It looks like a mech.
Yeah.
Why did you massacre my boys, Steven?
mech.
No.
This isn't Avocot, but it might
not
be
him,
it
but-
might be his
Sprout.
cousin.
It's probably his cousin.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Yeah.
It's his family.
We're gonna have an avocado pack too.
Yeah, this is what happens.
Everyone's
happens.
upset.
We are going to try and, like, when this isn't an enemy type you fight, but we are going to try and work it into that when you destroy the corrupted form of these, when they die, a cabbage sprouts. So you at least get
They hurt.
Kinds of peak
No, you
fiction.
should be happy.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm like
There's some
devastated,
redemption.
but it's also beautiful.
I remember when we put the
That'd be like a
dogs in,
necromech,
and
but a
someone cornered me
vegetable.
at TownCon. Listen, you can't have us killing dogs.
I like that person.
And I was just like,
And now?
it's so true.
You're so
Now we
right.
don't.
So
Now
now
we
you
don't.
just free them and they run off.
Aw,
Yep.
isn't that better?
We need to work. I really want those dogs to show up in the sleeping.
At the
wake up.
beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you save any, you get a chance to have one
That's
sleeping.
so
with you.
Yeah,
cute.
that's cute.
That'd be
Or
cool.
A-list
That face, though.
priority.
Oh, that's fun. We also have the gauntlet of Janelle.
Nice. Nailed it.
Oh,
Yes.
who
What's
is that?
this?
So pretty.
Who is this space bun Leia
And cool.
queen?
So the thing we were just talking about this morning is, like, I'm not sure if people realize when you play as a Tempest, you're playing as an Ode class soldier. So this is just another variant that we're working on.
Incredible.
That we'll probably
Sick.
also have.
I love her.
Yeah.
Love
But
her.
it's a mix of a Fey arm wearing some
Gotcha.
Ode armor.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure I
Beautiful.
understand what he said.
And then
That
last
was
but not least, for fun, exciting things, not exclusive to just that this year, we have a new sword concept. The sign.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Now I'm really nervous about saying anything.
When
The
you
sign
say it,
one?
it becomes canon.
Yeah, it does.
So if you mess it up, we have to live with it for the rest of the game.
Yes. So this
thing
is
gets cooler.
one. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is one
This is good,
form.
yeah.
But what about
One
another form?
Yeah, that's pretty rad.
Oh, watch
It's
out.
like a Gillette product. Very useful.
Multitasking.
Oh, that's right. You can cook the whole.
You should.
The whole team's hot dogs can be cooked
Put that
on
in the
this.
s'more
Yep.
scene.
Yep.
I like it.
Multi-purpose sword.
So
Yeah.
how's this gonna work? What's the vibe?
Just you see it like that, just like
Just
that.
that.
Yeah.
It's gonna fan out.
It's gonna fan
Oh,
out.
Probably
my
for
God.
heavy attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Cool.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Well, they have, like-
Multi-stab, 100%.
I was
That's right.
hoping we had trick
All right,
weapons would
very
be a cool
cool.
idea to have.
All right.
Those Bloodborne like.
Just a taste of some things.
Lightsaber meme, right? Like just
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
lightsabers.
Just a taste of some things that you guys have kind of queued up for 2025. Obviously, a lot more in store that isn't, it. But one thing that did launch literally a week ago
Yes.
was PA.
Yes.
Yay! Preludes 8
A
is
little
out.
on the late
Oh,
side,
yeah.
but,
Yeah.
like the fortune cookie says, better late than never.
That's right. And Sarah and Joey are, like I said,
gameplay
our
time?
Soulframe slayers and are game playing it up. So let's.
You guys gonna run the quest?
Yes.
Kind of look like the collector has come. I'm looking at the overcast.
It does.
We
Oh.
just got rid of that woman.
Okay.
My controller is
Maddox
dead.
flew down.
Is
and,
it dead?
yeah.
Oh, no, you just got.
Really, like After Effect weather. It's cool.
Root.
Ri-
Do we have batteries?
No. It's just not connecting.
Oh, it's not connecting.
Oh.
Rue to the rescue.
I tested it 7 times.
It was working before. I saw it.
Yeah.
So Sarah, what is kind of the gameplay goals? What's the vibe?
So in Preludes 8, we had Orengal's Fable come out, the She-Wolf Snared. We have the Silent Rose
Love the armor.
Enclave now available with a Diora mission. So we're going to take you through some of that and
Cool.
talk about some of the feedback we got, some of which has already been implemented. Did you do something?
He gave her a dead controller.
Okay.
I think it's just she struggles. That's okay.
And yeah, that's what
I
we're
really
gonna
want
play.
changeable
So
capes.
the
I
Enclave,
really
was
do.
that's the drip and flagon. We can all hang
yes.
out. Hub.
Yes, the hub, the social
Silent
hub
Rose
was launched.
Rocks is
Yeah.
green
Oh,
DT.
wicked, yep.
Had a beer there. What's a beer in Soulframe?
Oh, is there a name? What's the name of the beer in
Me-
Soulframe? Where's
Oh.
Sydney?
It's a flagon of ale. I don't know.
I did see some questions if are we ever going to be able to drink beer in the flagon? So
Yeah, we talked about that.
We
and-
definitely will be.
And
Yep.
maybe you get a little tipsy.
Oh.
Is the game rated M?
I
Can we
think-
get away with that?
I think we might. I think we've got
Ex-
other problems that probably will make it rated M anyway.
priorities.
Excellent.
Yep.
All right, so we're doing. You're gonna go to Diora first.
We're starting our quest.
okay.
Fable.
Fable.
No, nice.
Our
Good
little
save, good
fable.
save, good
Need
save.
some monies first,
Yeah.
of course. Of course.
But
Bad
yeah.
So how does one start it? What's kind of the
You may
starting
have
point?
noticed some interesting balloons that have now been added to
I've been
various
thinking, why is that red?
There's a
Because
few
usually they're
locations
blue.
where these balloons can show
One of
up.
them might be by the sea here, possibly coves.
Is that where you come out naked? Is that the spot?
It's close,
It's
but
close.
it's,
Alright.
it's, it's
Yeah,
not.
close,
It's
yeah.
not.
All right.
So you found a note.
Do you want to read it?
Do your best voice.
Set your voltaic chains and wait. He will break, and our lonesome call will draw the rest to snare. What's his name?
Sign on.
Expects nothing less than the brood set.
You're at
Broad
side.
set. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
you're in
different-
your
It's a
voice
different
actor
game
art.
entirely.
You're in your.
Yep.
What's happening?
He's very old, guys.
We've got Mada leaving in the background as this happens.
See ya.
Yeah.
I kind of like the Overcast Valley.
Yeah.
Oh. Sadness imminent. What did they do? What have they done?
Oh, shot around the fire.
That was funny time.
The timing worked out perfectly.
I know.
That was so
I
funny.
know.
That was by
That
accident.
was so weird.
Really?
So we gotta find a
Damn,
location.
what a game you've made.
Because sometimes it's supposed we gotta find a location in the world, and I'm like,
Save ya.
Yes,
Where
Lord
is this
Nightmare is
at?
right. That was the very first thing we ever showed for Soulframe.
That's
Was that
right.
scene
I was just gonna
of Orangol
say.
being chained.
It is now finally.
Now it
Accessible.
finally has its time. Just to backtrack a little bit, I did see someone say in chat again that they've been signed up for a year and don't have a code.
Yep.
We kind of talked about it at the beginning of the stream. We are taking a look at how we give codes to people and looking back to see if there are any issues with people who signed up day 1, month 2, and haven't gotten a code yet. So we are looking into that.
Yes.
And we will give away codes on the stream, like right now.
Whoa.
Sorry, Rue. Sorry.
Log on.
Get into it. Get into it.
I want to see the new UI in action, but the thing is kind of covering it.
You can see some of the interesting design overlaps accidentally in this stream where a collector event happened. It made the whole game world overcast. She left, the sun cleared just as the howl was going on while this quest was started. You can see that the reward screen
That's
popped
one
up
thing I want
because
Wolfram to have is
every time
overlap.
The sun rises, that's when
It's like more overlap.
The rewards even in that day pop up.
Because Warframe, you have
a lot of
Steel
things
Path,
happen
which makes
overlap
act like
in this,
spawn.
living world.
And then if you're in like the
Speaking of
Omnifish, you also have the ghosts pop
Congratulations,
up,
you've won a
and then you have
Soulframe
sentience
Preludes
pop up.
access key.
I'm like, what if you had like
Trevels?
corrupt angels pop up and it starts corrupting everywhere?
Please
I
wish for
want
the
overlap
Soulframe
like
Twitch
that.
channel you're watching right now.
It adds
we
more
will get
spice
you
difficulty. You
your
never know what you're
Soulframe
gonna get.
Preludes Key. We'll get that information from you, and you get your friends and family code as well, so you
Look
can
at what
spread
they've
the love.
done.
Oh, it's so sad.
This game, I tell you.
Yeah, and I see someone asking about the code. I don't want to interrupt that though.
1 second, please.
The fur technology. It's come a long way.
Sarah's playing with the Orangal pack.
Yeah, I was going to shout that out after this.
Look at your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty rad.
Good job, Sarah.
What's she gonna sound like?
Oh.
You can talk. That's what we do.
Spoilers.
Yeah, come on now. Come on now.
Anyone's puppies, not hers. Just normal puppies. She will freed.
Wow, we did it.
Quest complete. Good job, Sarah.
Thank you.
So now the goal is to find
Yeah, it was a bit funny
those-
doing that with
She's
a
gonna need a
charged
bit of
up
help.
idol.
Yeah, I know.
I actually did.
No, it looked good. That's fine.
Orangal's gonna need.
Is that one of the new attacks? I was wondering what that attack does. Like you
I mean,
can
Joey's
transform
there.
to a wolf, howl.
Joey's there to help.
Joey, you chase after her. I'm going to go this way.
Claw, as
I
usual,
did
little
see
meter. I forgot that.
a
That's
question in
like
chat
portability.
that I signed up early and it's not fair. And actually, the script is supposed to make early people more
Yeah.
commonly picked when we
Yeah.
do send out codes.
Exactly.
And Sarah's been chasing the stats team to make sure that that actually that script is working.
happening.
So we will be checking on that.
And hopefully this is not too premature to say, but we are hoping to do a bigger send for Preludes 9 and make sure we get some of you guys that signed up, you know, day 1, day 2. Well, hopefully you've all been in, but we're going to check that and make sure you guys are all got an invite. So if you want to play right now in the current state of things, you can. And yeah,
Yeah, we'll look into that.
speaking
Absolutely.
of these doggies,
Wait, where? Oh, not the
not
dogs.
the
we want.
pup.
Scott, did you want to talk a little bit about the Orangal Pact?
I was gonna say she could have howled and had an ally there for a second.
Oh yeah, I should have done that. I was like, when I see one, I'm gonna howl, and then I immediately
Get your
forgot.
howls on.
Yeah.
Gotta howl it up. Ah, there'll be another one.
I love this world. I love this. I love
But
this.
yeah,
It's
so
so
we
fantasy.
have our werewalker, which
Yeah, that was a good use.
I have seen a lot of people using it for traveling a bit quicker,
It is,
and
yeah.
I am
That's
one of
what
those
it's meant for.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Leaving poor Joey.
We don't have mounts in the game, but we have this. So.
yeah.
Oh, that was a good move.
Yeah.
What else is the pact got?
Well, I need to. I've got my puppies.
Oh, you can summon the
Have,
wolf,
some
and then you have
spectral
like your
wolves
wolf swipe,
as,
I guess.
friends for a while, so you can have up to 2. There was a lot of feedback about adding more, and we had it at 4 at one point, and with co-op, it's
bit-
too much.
Oh, hell
Big
yeah.
There's
chaotic.
a lot of wolves running around,
that's my
so
dream.
we capped it at 2 currently.
Fair.
They do scale as you level up, though.
Fair.
Then there's this one, which is the Werewalker ability. So this is more of like a scouting traversal power. Allows you to get through the world a little quicker. Allows you to back off to your envoy. If you cast it again, you can go back to where you cast it from, or you can decide to teleport to the spot that you're at.
Attack someone.
We did buff the damage on the initial strike, as you can see,
Yep.
so that it's more effective.
It's awesome.
When you use it.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, and then the idol is this.
Okay.
Anyone know?
The idol?
Blood
Yeah.
Moon.
Idol.
There's a
Blood
name,
Moon.
but something that we saw is there's not a lot of UI even about idols, so people don't understand completely.
Yeah.
Idol is
What
like
they
your
do?
superpower.
Yeah.
So if you look on the bottom right, you can see like a meter
Like
charging up
right
in the yellow.
spot.
The
Yeah.
Templar,
Yeah. So as you do attacks and damage to enemies, you'll build this meter up, and then you can spend it on your idol and attack. With
Then when I have the metal arm, which is shoots like these destructive
Super
bolts.
Saiyan kind of mode, right?
Yep.
Well,
And you mentioned earlier Sarah's wearing the armor. Are you wearing the orange
Yeah, I've got it on.
armor set?
Yeah, that's the armor set. that you get.
Orange armor set?
Yep.
Very
including
cool.
little wolfy eyes, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably my favorite part about it.
And I am leading us somewhere because something
Hoping
else
we
got added.
get
Yeah, what else?
changeable
I know.
capes.
Okay.
If you're listening, if you
I have a
watch this,
plan.
or
Yeah,
watch
okay,
this, just-
interesting.
that's
Where
one
are
thing I really
we? Do we
want.
know?
It's changeable
Can we
capes.
say?
The
You may have
rest of
seen
it.
this at the very beginning.
It's from
in
the
our little
Devstream intro.
intro.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
Joey's there.
He's up on the roof.
Joey, what are you doing out there?
Joey's like
Don't jump off the roof.
patiently waiting for you.
Aw.
Well,
Well, let's
well.
see what this.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Man, this is a thing I've had to forget the hard way. I don't. You gotta like sing
See if
to
you get
it.
this in the first try.
First go.
Oh, she's incredible.
So
She's
skilled.
incredible.
Oh, that's new.
It's not like Ocarina at all, is it?
No, Song of Time who?
Might you hope for a minnow yet? An envoy you'll be. Ah, to practice.
Sounds like it's new or I didn't do it right.
A wisp there, dreary along, hoping no minnow comes snatching it up. If you're so smart, let's see you use it. Rushed is no way for witches. And tomorrow you'll try again. Now, run fetch me some bangle nuts for this cake of yours.
Oh.
High on skies, remember. Oh, and happy burn day.
Oh,
Bad day.
not the birthday.
What was that?
Yeah.
For you in
Lord.
chat who have been asking
Lord.
what is an envoy? Perhaps
hint.
we're starting to find
Yeah.
out.
Oh, what bagel nuts are.
I think it's an important ingredient for cake
Yeah.
when it's your Bairn Day.
Yay.
So that's our preludes introduction to a bit of backstory. We'll continue to kind of flesh that out. But we thought, we'd kind of put these little drops in for players to find to give some context to the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're probably going to make those as kind of like interactive
Yeah.
memories. Not quite like Breath of the Wild, I think, right? They're gonna be a little different.
Yeah, a little bit.
But one of the things we had planned, I think, initially was to have this huge early sequence
Am I
where we
going?
play. If you remember, we showed the war song intro, showed your mom handing you off as a baby, and our intent was to have you kind of play out that whole
Like a really
sequence and
long,
meet
like,
Doyen, your grandfather, and learn all those things.
Okay.
What we found was when we started stacking those things together, it was kind of like deferring how long you got to play the game.
Yeah.
So now we're starting to kind of chop those up a bit and kind of sprinkle them in the world and give you a reward for exploration.
Okay.
And it feels good, kind of like it fits the context of the game, too. You kind of wake up this outcast.
Yep.
And
Who
you
am
have to
I?
kind of
Where am
rediscover
I?
yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's me every day, Jeff.
It's rough, I know.
It's rough in these streets. So Sarah, where are you going? What's your?
We did show this last time, so they already kind of know where we're leading.
Oh.
But there is
Where
now
are you
the
gonna go?
first social hub,
We're going to
in
the,
our game.
The flagon.
Ah.
and yeah, we're going to the flag again.
I like that you use it as an opener for the attack. It's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there, thanks, Joey.
Whack! Joey's still there. Yeah.
That's the intent.
I know.
I was hoping they'd like.
Gonna cry.
As
have
well, that
enemies
came
near the
in
front
was
of it?
new Undercity tile sets, I believe.
Yeah, we're gonna see one of them in. a
Open
little
like it have
bit,
like a nice little
perhaps.
radius where there's no enemies at.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Now you can't dispatch
We
them.
cleared this earlier. That's why all the guys are gone. We wanted to make it really easy to get to our drinks. It's been a long day already.
But yeah, the Undercity's getting a bit of expansion and some new. Actually, we were just talking about it's getting a bit of a visit again. I think we found that like you're spending a bit too much time in the procs in general. So I think Scott was looking at making them a bit more efficient and
Yeah, I
not
think
trapping you down.
people
there
are
so
missing
long.
about 80% of the loot.
Yeah, we're looking at the stats this morning. I was actually looking at the power casting stuff, and in that I noticed that in the dungeons it's about
People aren't
75%
exploring.
on average that are the loot's being missed.
Yeah.
So we're looking at the distribution of like the dead ends through the proc levels because we find they lead you to a dead end, which isn't great, but the way they get distributed, you end up missing them, and then that's where we've ended up putting a lot of loot. So there was a reason to go down there, but so we're looking at relaying out how those things are added to the proc.
Some puzzles are not.
Yeah,
some things
TLDR,
aren't obvious.
A little more fun.
Yeah.
Right? Increase the fun, Scott. The Ootland returns. Oh, I love
it's
the
so good.
writing and the acting that was done for this character. It's so
Doing a
cool.
good job.
Yeah, I think this is where we quit last time, but now you can get a little job from
She's
Diora.
hired.
We are at her service, aren't we, Joey?
Joey just wants a drink.
Nope. Gotta work. Drinks later.
That song, I think they did upload to YouTube.
They did.
Yes,
yeah.
it's on.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic
YouTube
song.
now.
Made
Go to
it
our
in collaboration by a couple Canadians.
The Doyle.
Yeah,
Our
Yeah.
newfies.
yeah. Other Keith and
Yep.
and
The other
Keith Power and Doyle, right?
Yeah, you can go watch it on loop. That's what I do every morning. I do a little dance in my house, and then I start working on our game.
Question in chat: are we going to be able to add icons to the map?
Yes, you
Add
can.
icons to
You
the
can. I think that's bound to on keyboard event. I think it's bound to right click.
Perfect.
Yep.
Try it out.
Yep.
I think they were talking
Depends.
about marking it
They
up, like
mean-
long term.
Oh,
I was gonna
permanent
say-
marking.
Like hey, this is where this
I
is. Hey, this
see.
is like
Yeah.
That'd be
Go back
super
to
cool.
it, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great idea.
Yeah.
We definitely
allow
need
them
that.
Writing it down,
add their
Chance.
own
Do it.
stuff,
Yep.
so they know where to.
Why is she so into
Bada
me?
is
Yeah,
very-
she's
really like
obsessed
is very
with me.
obsessed with me
Taxes are
today.
due, baby.
Please, give me a rest. Typically, I
Yeah.
would go, take care of that, obviously, but I have priorities today, and they
Yeah.
don't involve. So she can take what she wants. I'm so sorry.
Really? You're just like she's gonna make away with all the treasured memories of the Dendron people.
No one else should do this. Do not do what I do.
Damn. Sorry, girl. Oh, I think we were working about the nameplates
Smited.
with friends because I remember in the not the flagon, Silent Rose.
Yep.
Yeah,
There was some.
The
just
Drippin'
got
Flagon?
that fixed
Flagon.
in most recent hotfix, or it's coming in the next hotfix.
The missing ones?
The missing names.
Like the name,
Yeah,
the title,
yeah.
the name of the,
I think
the people around
I think
you.
Brady did fix that this
think-
morning.
Ah!
Yeah.
I think
this
it's
morning.
coming in the next
A hotfix
hotfix.
near
next
you.
hotfix.
Oh, nice.
I think it's
Yeah.
after this stream, so if you are annoyed with that.
Very well. All right. Lovely.
Hmm.
What's your current quest, Sarah?
I am helping Diora with her task she gave us, which is, I think, over here. Yep.
Someone's asking if we're gonna have Ortis, a version of Ortis in Soulframe, but I think
The bird is Ordis.
the
kind
bird,
of.
the bird
The
is kind
bird
of
is
Ortis, yeah.
perfect. He doesn't talk.
And then
Ortis,
I
yeah.
think in a combination of the ancestors that live in your Nightfold as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, I
Yeah.
feel
And they
it's
kind of,
more of a combined.
it's a team
Vermilion.
effort.
I think
yeah.
you're going back to the collector.
Yeah, it feels like you're going back.
I kind of get lost in it. I mean, I'm on the way. Oh,
There you go. Just gotta climb some mountains.
I will say, this is a struggle I sometimes see other people
It's
have.
the bright lights. It's
It
hard
is
to see the
not.
screen.
Honestly, though. Like,
Can we
Because
choose
it's
a
the
time of day?
It's a time of day and it's
Yeah.
overcast.
These 30%
You
bright
got this.
lights.
Yeah, you got
Nah, you're
this.
good.
This way.
You are good. Avocado is Ordis.
I mean, half the fun is getting lost, not gonna lie, but
Because it's so beautiful.
We should just make the bird lock onto your choice, so you don't
I
have to
think
do this.
it,
It does.
It does, yeah.
it
There you
does.
go, yeah.
Yeah.
Use your bird.
Use your Ordis.
Eh.
We can do another code giveaway, Roo, if you don't mind.
That would be great.
Spin that bad boy up. Another Preludes access key. Avocado is event kit. Oh, okay.
That's
Oh, event kits are amazing. We
Panini
have.
Pigeon 2.
What was it?
Panini Pigeon 2.
Panini Pigeon? I don't know about that one. Panini Pigeon 2.
Oh, Joey's got
Congratulations.
this. Joey's got
Oh,
this.
Joey's got this.
It's Joey G. Help will come
Joey's
to those
carrying.
who ask.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Panini Pigeon 2.
We were trying to fight earlier. Who do you think would be better in a PvP condition? PvP?
My money's on Joey.
Oh, don't say that. Panini Pigeon 2, please
Is that my
whisper
last
the
one I
Soulframe
needed?
Twitch channel.
Oh, it's not
We'll
showing
get you
up
hooked
because the bannerette thing.
Oh, the Banneret icon.
I guess it takes over the UI
Yeah, you gotta
there.
kill him.
I think that was my last one for this area. Maybe not. This is DE Sarah 17.
17.
Yeah.
So many Sarahs.
Where is? Finally, our time of day is.
Oh, the collector left.
Yeah, they'll wait for a bit and then
Yeah.
they'll
like,
leave,
"Oh,
but
you're
they're still
ghosting me?"
good. No, they'll just be like, well, I guess no one cares if we steal all this stuff.
Just
Oh, yeah.
There you go. There you go. Now that's how you do it.
Oh, sorry.
That's some good
Save
damage right there.
Whoa, maybe it's getting into it. Just cussing.
I love the claws. I love them.
Yeah.
So good.
Nice work.
Love it. Sorry.
That's claw.
Sparrow's tails.
Good job.
Good.
Great job, Sarah.
All right.
Your vetch is maxed out.
Whoa. Is it?
Oh, look at
You
your
got
loot.
some good Drax too.
Yeah.
Damn. Where to now, Sarah?
The north.
The north. To the north.
I just
we
have
go.
a feeling we should go to the north. I don't know
Interesting.
why.
Take us
Cool if
there.
they have some star in the
I'll
sky that
try.
lets you like know where to go.
Take us there.
I don't think I'm
Do
actually.
you want to
going
go
quite north.
through P8
If you don't want to use
feedback?
your bird.
Well, there's some
Yeah.
travel
Certainly.
time.
Oh, yeah.
We
that'd
do
be
have
great.
a lovely little
Yeah.
slide roof.
Where do you want to look at P8 feedback? I mean, we're getting feedback from Chad as well.
Yeah,
but-
that's great.
so we might as well.
But we've got a list. Don't you worry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
perfect.
great. Yeah, so just to go over some Preludes 8 feedback, you can see there was some downtime confusion with the Orengal quests. We've been sort of been a little bullish on this, where
Where's my cape
the
changeability?
return is supposed to be a bit of a surprise.
Yes.
So we've changed some presentation issues for that, and
Just ruined the surprise.
the idea, well, just so people can understand the madness, behind, the method behind the madness. You can see with Mata coming in the collector and the time of day shifts and all of these things overlapping. The idea is that we're trying to make the world feel like it's ticking to its own clock or going to the beat of its own drum, and not just you.
That's like the
so
one
that
thing the
Orangle's
division.
going to wait
I
until
feel
she
like
sees
one or
you
two.
fight more to
I think it was maybe
understand if
two
you're
did
kind
right.
of on her
The wolf
side.
felt
And so
alive
that's
a
kind of
lot.
why we're pushing those angles. Some of them are frustrating. We're going to see how that plays out, but that's kind of the reason why there's a bit of downtime confusion. Orengal pack scaling of buffs. Scott already talked about that. We already hotfixed a few issues.
Yeah, we're continuing to monitor, and we'll. I think the idol's on deck to be buffed up a bit,
Yep.
but I want to get a proper comparison to the other packs before I do that. So, yeah.
We do have mouse and keyboard issues and throwing controls and sensitivity issues. One of the things that we're struggling with right now is we have a camera lock-on system when you're in melee, and then when you switch to the throw, some of that camera lock-on left-right is
Yeah.
affecting the throw, so that's something we hope to address. There's a lot of attackers at the same time. If you are a little under-leveled, you're going to get staggered quite a bit. And there's also a persistent problem we haven't dealt with yet, which is as your life scales, your elixir is not meeting that, right? So it's a bit frustrating. You're like, heal.
Yeah. You burn through everything you have
you burn
quickly
through everything
in
you
some
have.
fights. Yeah.
So the elixir scaling is an issue that we
never really
know
noticed
about
that.
and has been raised again. Sarah
That
mentioned a
makes
bit of the
sense.
UI visibility. What does Orengal's pack do? That's going in just today. Not in a hotfix, but just going on to dev today to explain more about what these abilities do and how they function.
I think
We
we
do
got to
need to do
a better
that. Like,
job
I'm all
of
for like
putting the
messages and
functions in
kind
the
of
world
just.
as well.
Yes.
when
You should, like,
buffs
have
are
a thing
present
under it
on
that shows
you
what
or
they
on
actually do.
your thing. We're not clear.
Yep.
Yeah.
Warframe relies a lot on the
The
icons in the
icons, yeah.
top,
Yeah.
and I really like to avoid that this time. So I think finding ways to show the player has a buff and stuff on them.
Visual indicators.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. So and the other one I think was we redid the health bar stuff, and it's a little too thin, maybe a lot too thin. Loot quality and rarity. So we've got what was the one you were talking about, Sarah?
I have actually seen many questions in chat.
Yeah, I saw it in chat as well.
Is Geth drop rates intended?
Yep.
Give us Gathan.
Yep. So
I feel
loot
you.
quality and rarity is we hear you loud and clear.
Yep.
We're absolutely on the same page. We have a problem with the moat system. Is a redo in my opinion, but we do have a current problem where the moat slots are tied to weapon rarity. So there's kind of a junk tier. People are kind of abandoning weapons that they might like too soon. We don't like that. And then a general lack of guidance. You can see we're struggling to find the right balance here, where we really don't want to
Warframe kind of finally got it down. I think for guidance,
exploration, and we don't want to
Warframe to me has
railroad you
always
very
been a
much.
game you just kind of go where you want to go.
So it's a general lack of
But there's
guidance. I think
a path
some
you
good
usually have to
summaries
take,
of
which
our
is like
Preludes players are saying, if you know
junctions,
what to look for,
and then
you're gonna have a
junctions
good
into
time.
the next
And if
open
you
world
don't, you
area.
might say, well, there's nothing here, and
then
leave
it goes into
quickly.
your bigger quests.
So in P9, if you want to go to the next slide, Rue. Obviously, P9 is going to be reacting to this feedback. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have 2 more factions in the game and establish Silent Rose as one of those 3 as well.
Yep.
And at the beginning of the game, you're going to be
Each
choosing
element get
a
their own
path.
pact.
And so this isn't going to mark your map with tons of things to check off or anything like that, but it's going to guide you through the golden path of the game, so to speak. So make sure that you get Orlick, make sure you know where your crafting ancestors are, hopefully with a bit of subtlety. It also gives you an identity early on in the game, whether you're kind of going to
I had to look
fight
up
with
what
the
a
Ode,
blacksmith
or you're
or
going
our
to subvert
ancestor
the
was.
Ode, or you're going to focus on healing the world.
Yeah.
So these are kind of like the 3 paths that you'll be choosing. Most of the things that that choice does is just give you starting gear and gives you initial things to unlock. It's not going to lock you out of the other things.
No.
For example, you'll be able to go and play this Orangol quest regardless of what path you're on. You'll be able to just find it in the world, find her chained, and feel like there's a reward for your exploration. We're also going to include a mini adventure system with that. So I would kind of think of that as like Warframe bounties meets Slay the Spire. So there'll be kind of this procedural kind of mini adventures that you'll be going on. We already have a prototype on dev working.
That
for
helps
this,
a lot.
So that when you
Open world
feel
missions
like
get a bit
you're not
dry.
sure what you should do, the factions are going to
They
say,
do
well, if you're not
change every
sure,
now and
we've
then,
got some
but-
stuff we want you to do.
Yep.
And that will be a way to give you things to work on while you're waiting for us to drop in more bespoke content. So moats and buildcraft, my Envoy is not the same as yours, is a big push. So we are going to be working on that system for Preludes 9. We're still doing iteration, as I mentioned, on the throwing controls, on the elixir scaling, and just in general on combat. We'll be iterating on that for quite some time, I think. But we are going to continue that. We're going to introduce more forms of loot in Preludes 9. Right now, it's really a lot of crafting and crafting materials. You're not really getting a lot of other things. So I think if we get to it, we're probably going to introduce a totem slot, like an amulet slot, and there'll be more exciting loot for that that you can customize your
I'd
character
be down
with
for
and
that.
upgrade them. And then we're going to tear down the walls.
Warframe's not really a looter. It is a looter.
of the game world. You're going to
but
see a
not
lot
in
of
a
stuff that
traditional
isn't
sense.
finished, but rather than having those blocks
kinda
volumes and those really
different.
big
I'm
kind of
all
stone
for, like,
walls, we're just
gearing
going to
up.
let you explore the island as we populate it throughout our
Yeah,
Preludes
if you want,
development.
you can run.
You just run
run
for an hour up into the
yeah.
north and check things out.
Yeah, it was also kind of penning the artists in a bit too much as well, we found. So
Yep.
hopefully this helps kind of.
So that's going to happen. It'll put a bit of pressure on wanting to have mounts in the game. We'll get to it, but I think that's just something
game
to
needs to
warn
be
you about
bigger
Preludes
first.
9. And then lastly, we're
think
working
so.
on
I
a
believe
sort of
it.
a fire magic pact with Fen Jotar, who's not just going to be an ancestor. He's also going to give you.
Oh, the
he's
same
also gonna
dude?
bond with you and give you a whole new kit to work with, a whole new pact.
I was hoping
And then
that'd
we're
be
going to
the
have
case
a
too.
caster weapon from the Ode. So this is going to be these kind of gauntletty. You were saying this reminds you of Spellbreak.
Yeah.
Back in the
Oh,
day.
spell
yeah.
break.
Yeah.
Like big time.
Yep.
Ain't rest.
So we're going to be working on these as well. So
We got this. We got
If
the great
you
sword
kind of are
coming.
more
Fire
of a
pact.
cautious player and you want to kind of just stand back and do casting, then this might be a primary weapon that you'll want to do.
That's me, and then Joey can go fight the
Oh,
people.
Yes,
okay,
exactly.
That's
Maybe
our
Sarah
play
will hang back.
style.
Yeah. And yeah, I think if you're picking up on it from the art and stuff, there really are kind of two, I would say, sort of types of technologies for envoys to pursue in the game, and that is the Ode, which are the bad guys, but they have this kind of voltaic tech, so that lock arm, and these kind of like Tesla-esque or these kind of acidic type of weaponry. And then you have the more naturalistic packs that are kind of the old world, the animals, and the ancestors. So those are the kind of two forks. So this will be a very interesting weapon to add in
I
Prelude.
hope they have some way to like
That
that
is
the
an
bosses will switch
ambitious
aggro. So
It is-
people
it
just
is
sit
ambitious,
back,
yeah.
Sinclair.
Gonna
play
do
a
it.
co-op.
We're going to miss on
Let's
half of that,
go.
but
No,
we're going to try real hard.
You said it now.
If it doesn't end up in P9, it'll end up in P10.
That's right, exactly. Yep.
It'll come eventually.
Or
That's
a
what
year
matters.
from now, you can tell us that we missed something
Yeah.
on the list.
Yeah, we'll start our own whiteboard and just
Yeah.
have all this stuff. That's fine.
Yep.
I remember the whiteboard.
Yep.
Oh yeah. whiteboard.
Fun.
I was going to bring it today.
Yep,
but,
that's
Yeah,
fine. Thanks
that's
for
great, Rue.
yeah.
Thank you.
but we
Yeah,
didn't.
so I think in chat, yeah, it's sort of like that. The Ode represent kind of a sort of a technological type of magic,
Yes.
and
Yep.
and then the own beasts and the dendrits and the ancestors represent more of a classic sort of elder earth magic.
Yes.
So, and we want players to be able to enjoy both or specialize in either.
Amazing. While Sarah does this, we do have some Q&A
Oh,
from
yeah.
the community that we can
Oh, and do another.
Yeah, it's
giveaway.
my question
do
about the
another
cakes.
giveaway.
Yep.
The generous
Sarah's feeling
Sarah
generous.
speaks.
More.
Speaketh.
Yeah,
More
and I
dots.
do see console players here asking, we have some meetings at GDC. I don't have anything to announce yet. It is obviously very important for us in the Soulframe's future, but we don't have anything to
right?
announce in terms of consoles. Obviously, we're in this Preludes phase, which is a fancy way of saying pre-alpha, where we are doing quick releases and we're getting immediate feedback from envoys who are playing, and PC is the best place for us to do that loop quickly without the cert process and that sort of thing. But I'm a big console player, and so obviously that's something that is in the roadmap for the game.
We
But
also have a big focus on using a controller
and we are
out of the
doing
gate, right? So that's why the
yes.
mouse
Yeah.
and keyboard is a little bit of a mess right now, is because a lot of us just play on controller to make sure that
Oh, it's just comfortable. It's more comfortable.
Yeah.
Yep.
not an afterthought.
Yeah. So apologies
And
if
you
you
kind of
are
play these kind
only
of games on a
console-
controller. You don't
only-
really play these
only
on a
console for your
keyboard and
platform.
mouse.
But we are thinking about you. Just nothing to announce yet. Sorry.
Should we switch away so you can cheat?
Maybe.
Sorry.
Switch away. Switch away.
Yeah.
Who won that? Sorry.
It was Warrior X underscore KZ.
Amazing. Warrior
Oh, good
XKZ
memory.
with some underscores. Congratulations.
With
Please,
some underscores.
please
Mix of
whisper
underscores and
the
mixed
Soulframe
case.
channel you're watching right now, and we will get you hooked up with your Preludes access. Ready for some Q&A?
Yeah, and I saw one already. When
Yes.
are you going to make the island bigger? Yes. So in P9 we're going
Early
to
P9,
we're
yeah.
going to tear down all the walls. There's a whole
When we say that, if people are in Preludes now, it's those giant black walls that are kind of fencing you in. We're just ripping those out,
Yeah.
so you can kind
all
of
that
walk around.
comes out, and what the players are currently on is probably less than a third.
Less than a third of
of the
what's
size of the
there.
current
You're going to see a lot
island.
of empty space. You're going to see a lot of work in progress, but I think you're going to kind of see how everything gets
The
made
guts
as well.
of it.
So it's
cool.
the guts, yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, from Ivaris M. Will armor have stats, or is it just cosmetic?
armor will have stats.
Love it.
Yes.
From Libby R.
Keep it
Air
cosmetic.
Spinner.
Yeah.
No,
And
and
slots.
yeah.
And slots.
And slots.
And
yeah.
slots.
Yeah.
Slots. Very good.
Customization
Keep
and
it
Oh, is
cosmetic
that
though.
confirmed now?
and then if you and then just
Transmog.
like I think any classic kind of MMO-ish
yeah.
kind of thing, there will be at some point the transmorg option. So if you like a certain look, but you want the stats, then we'll let you use Verminia to kind of
Advanced
do some
alchemy.
do some
I think
alchemy
it's
and make
Advanced
that work.
alchemy. Bring your big textbook.
Ooh.
Yep.
Amazing.
So maybe
Transmorg.
Libby has to say, the weapon fragment grind is a bit confusing, trying to find which enemy drops which part. Would there be like a codex being made that helps designate which enemy drops what piece?
It's a great question, and this is a big thing for P9 that we want to attempt.
Yeah, loot distribution is
You can come back.
it needs work, and it's high on our radar. So
It's good to know.
Definitely something we're going to address.
So we can focus grinding and
giving,
stuff like that.
Each enemy type, it's kind of its own loot table, so that when you do find certain things, you'll know that if I go back and kill the red ode, that I will get. Yeah,
The drop
so-
I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got
And
it.
So I
Orlick, I
that'd be
think, would
great.
be a great place to put some of this information if the player discovers it long term. But yeah,
Yeah, so for P9, probably won't have the codex entries, but in P9 we do want to make some gains in enemy-specific loot tables.
yeah. There's also a problem right now where you end up needing your blacksmith to be a higher rank, but all the recipes you have are given are of the wrong rank, so you
Yep.
don't have the right recipes to actually. We have issues that we need to solve.
Yep.
Got some issues.
We got issues. I got lots of issues.
Personal issues, but also
Personally, yeah. This isn't-
Sarah's rescuing here, which is.
Saving some puppies.
Oh, they're so cute.
Oh,
I can hear her voice.
She's a very grumpy mom.
She is tough love.
adolescence, man.
love.
Yep, I know. When the kids are running away and you told them not to.
Adolescence. Question from Minion135. Will the weapon and packed inventories be kept as they currently are? Where we do not need to purchase slots?
Oh, that's a very good question. I think that's, I can't give you an answer right now. I think it's something we are figuring out.
It's still a free-to-play
the
game,
next few
so
months,
still
though,
some
I
do
think
need things to
probably
monetize.
Closer to summer, we'll have some better answers on that. We always try to build the game as fun first, and then figure out kind of how we pay for its development, because it is going to be a free game. So we will be asking for money if you can support us, and slots is a very common one, and it's very commonly tied to like the database expense of our infrastructure. So I would anticipate maybe, but sorry, I can't answer that yet.
That's all right.
But it's a very good question.
There you go.
It makes sense.
Howl is asking, are there plans for more time weather manipulation similar to the Cloud Quell potion? And if so, can/will we be able to use them in more scenarios?
Yes.
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 I think it's a big goal.
We
for
don't
sure.
we don't have nearly enough weather stuff yet in the game either, so that's a big part of the experience of the game. I think
Get your moat.
Grab that.
Get your moat.
my favorite way
Nice, that's
to
the last
experience the
one.
game is just to be moving through while time of day is changing and weather hopefully soon will be changing. I just love the immersive aspect of Soulframe right now.
Hope we have a
It's kind of
sandy
one of my
area.
favorite
Sandy
parts of
area
it,
will look so
definitely
good.
manipulation of that.
I would
be
love
very
to just
cool.
be like
You know
have
what
a
would be
giant
also very cool?
sandstorm
What would also be very
Another
cool.
code.
walking through.
Yes,
Like
truly.
Monster
Rue,
Hunter.
if you don't mind. But Libby is also asking, any plans for companions, but like squirrels, foxes, bunnies, etc., like your sister game Warframe?
Warframe has
like-
squirrels now.
Yeah,
Space squirrels.
space squirrels.
I think we have not exploited those enough, like in terms of leading you places or helping you.
Yeah.
We don't have plans yet. The Sparrow is kind of a little bit in that role right now.
Very much.
So, and we have been talking about being able to customize that particular thing, taking different types of birds and that sort of
Yep,
stuff. That's in
Maybe little hats for your bird.
the little bird hats.
Are you serious?
Totally serious.
Those are kind of in the longer term roadmap, but I think it'd be very fun.
There's also plans for the end of this quest and what you get at the end of it.
Oh, that's true.
There'll be a bit of a companion that comes with it.
That's true.
So,
I'd like to have a crow, says Marth.
Yes,
pretty
I
rad.
would too.
Yeah.
I would love to have
We
a
all
crow.
want a crow.
Absolutely.
Power that just accumulates all of the ambient animals that
Yeah.
as you're walking around.
I like it.
You should
I
have
saw
like
a
a
question
different
about
role.
stealth. When I play the Fae class, it's basically like a
I play a
stealth
lot of
class,
stealth. Yeah.
which is crouching and
butterfly.
and using the butterfly to sneak
Butterfly.
around and get backstab attacks, which have bonus damage. So there is a pack that's kind of stealthy and is very cool.
Amazing.
A peregrine would be also awesome. I'm reading the book, The Peregrine, right now.
Peacock?
Raven is
Raven.
best bird. Yes.
Can we just get bird requests, please?
Yeah,
in
yeah.
chat?
I want an
Give us your
owl, then I
best
want an
bird.
owl.
Volney is asking, are you working on making the game more accessible to people who are getting motion sickness or sim sickness? The FOV being limited to only 70 can be really unpleasant.
Interesting.
Well, Steve is Captain Motion Sickness.
I am
gotta
Captain
breathe.
Motion Sickness,
Yeah.
but it's usually just in VR.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should take a look at that because I think maybe our FOV doesn't go out quite as far as Warframe's.
Yeah, Warframe's 90.
Yeah, so I think we should we can definitely take a look at that. That's probably a settings thing. When we present the game, like here, we always try to have the FOV pretty narrow so that you can kind of see the characters a bit thicker and that sort of thing. But no, that's a good point. We also did really reduce the amount of screen shake in P7.
Yeah.
So those will be things that you should definitely call us out on when we screw up.
Got it. Amazing.
I should post on phone. I think I posted my Cape
Oh, I'm
ID
sorry, Brew.
on the Discord.
I got it. It's Kami Day Flojira.
That's a name.
That's-
Kami Day Flojira. Okay.
Congratulations. Please whisper the Soulframe Twitch channel. We'll get you your Preludes.
You got smited.
XP.
Nice kill, Ringo.
Maybe honestly after the stream we can
Canadian
do
goose pack.
a fun little
Oh, no.
key send. We'll do that. So after this lovely stream,
Yep.
we'll send out a whole bunch of keys, and we'll look at that script again as we have mentioned before that we're looking at.
A whole bunch.
Whole
That's
bunch.
A very
Thousands.
Whoa.
What?
like it.
What did you say?
We got a little flooding here.
I know. I'm a little.
You're plumbing,
nervous.
Sarah. You're
Yeah.
plumbing.
Ooh, that's not the plumbing you want to be running around in.
You know what's in that water,
Yeah,
Scott?
it's the owed
It's
sewage.
ruining my
Oh, God.
That's what the
shoes.
pollution is.
All that beer drinking is
Too much,
accumulating.
too many flagons.
We did
Sign.
mention some of the puzzles.
Look at this. This is one of the new ones, isn't
Oh
it?
yeah,
hoping I
so
don't
yeah, you
mess
gotta
this
do the.
I've never seen
Yes,
this
Sarah.
You got it.
Yeah, nice work.
Incredible.
Played this before.
So, I've never played this quest yet. As you can see from my DE Sarah 17 account.
Yeah.
Is Joey still with you, or are you solo?
I
He's
don't know.
drowning.
I was like, is Joey drowning?
Oh, there he is.
Joey.
Oh, poor guy.
Just
Yep.
wait. It's okay. It's
Yep.
okay.
Oh, you didn't do a step.
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot.
Wait,
The whole
wait.
point. I saw the loot and I was like, "Where's this one?"
The loot is important.
Oh, this, yeah.
Hit the
Send it.
counterweight and unplug the sink. Pull the plug in
Clog
the
that
sink.
drain.
Yep.
Get that Drano in there.
Oh, happy birthday! Someone says it's their birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy Baron Day.
I'll call that Baron Day.
Baron
in
Day.
Soulframe.
Baron
Yep.
Your
Day.
bagel nuts? Is that what it was?
That's right. Yeah.
I'll send you some bagel
Get your
nuts.
bagel
Perfect for
nuts.
cake.
Perfect for cake. We kind of already talked about this, but Allegory asked, when will we see a proper mage or wizard class in Soulframe, and will we get weapons that do magic?
Yes.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
caster,
we
the
got
caster
it.
type will be a step in that direction.
Yeah.
Are we talking
Oh yeah,
about
wizard hats.
pretty big changes at the start of the game?
Well, we're
That-
talking about presenting those paths
Yeah.
that will.
But also the class type option.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
since we
start
just
playing with it?
decided
I know,
like 17
I know,
minutes or
yeah.
an hour and 1 minute ago, I don't know if we should talk about it yet. But yes, that's I think a proper sort of arcanic magic-based thing is huge as
For
well.
sure. Yeah. And those primordials will kind of represent those classes. So
Okay.
Like Poppy?
Okay, so
Poppy?
okay. Primals are gonna be like classes.
Sophia. I
Then,
think
so
it's
we gotta have like an archetype
Yeah,
where our
that's
stat
right.
distribution,
That's
I know.
right.
every pack, and then you have your class on
Joey
top of
found
that. Could be specialized and mix and match. Should be cool.
Did you find a key,
There's-
Joey?
Here comes Joey. Is he gonna save the day?
no, Joy didn't take a key.
There's the key.
Oh.
Oh, was that it?
Joey got it.
Yay!
Yeah.
Good job, Joey.
Oh.
Oh, baby.
Oh.
Uh-oh. He
Joey,
knows
give
he's
it
in
a
trouble.
kiss.
He knows he's in trouble.
Yeah. It's a little naughty.
Oh, mom.
I should tug your tail off
Her
out
tail.
of my sight.
Out of my
Oh.
sight.
Mother. Mother.
All right, there's just one left, right?
I hope so.
One more to
Can't
go.
stand having these little babies all locked away. Also, we're out of time, so maybe we should just leave
Is
them
this the same
trapped.
game engine?
Yeah.
We are. It is 12:01 p.m.
Oh yes.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
It
It
all right,
is.
wow.
Yes. So we'll just leave. If you're in P8, you can see how this ends.
You can see how this ends.
Yeah.
See
That's
how
right.
this ends. We do have a couple other fun things to show.
Oh, do we? Okay, let's show fun things.
Speaking of puppies, this might spoil what Sarah was trying to achieve. But lovely Penny sent us over a fun video of something
Oh,
that
yes.
they're playing with, experimenting with. It's not live in the game, but it's kind of a fun idea turned potential feature.
It's a prototype.
It's a prototype.
prototype.
Yeah. Yeah. People are asking about companions, so
That's right.
at the end of this quest, you might leave with something. You might be gifted something.
I wonder what it could be.
But you get a choice of which one you want to pick.
What's Penny gonna do?
He's gonna bring the sword back.
Fetch my sword, little puppy. Bring it back. Oh, that's a well-trained puppy. Here you go.
He's a little too excited right now.
Too excited.
Use the sword tool.
Does he just have like a mouth of steel? How is he just so?
They are. Well, he's an omen beast, you know.
He's an
got,
omen
like,
beast puppy.
If it can use the
amazing.
sword tool, I'm gonna die at peace.
It kind of does remind me of like when the dog doesn't want to give it back.
I know.
right?
Yeah. It's like they want you to throw
Chase
it.
me for it.
I
Chase
fetch, but no, it's
Yeah.
mine.
Oh yeah. Like, you got to get this from me now.
Super cool.
Yay!
Yeah, that's awesome.
That was very cute. Very cute.
Do we have any other joke images?
We
that
sure do,
yeah.
because
Oh, yeah.
as we know, development, it's rough in these streets sometimes,
Okay.
but it's also very fun,
Okay.
It is.
isn't it?
It is.
Rue, cue up the first one, would you?
Why is it so little?
Why is it so
There is a
little?
scale bug.
It's
They shrunk.
small.
I think it's amazing.
Can we keep it like that?
Truly
Pocket
puppies.
In before chat
that.
says I
Yeah.
want that.
Yeah, this is a scale bug gone
There's
wrong.
a scale bug,
Yeah.
which I think there's a
Gone
couple
right.
in
There's a
here.
lot of scale bugs.
Yeah.
So
Gone
this,
right.
Very small. Yeah, the tiniest little puppy.
Oh, melted my little heart. The next
Be
thing.
1,000 platinum for that.
The next thing is gonna be.
Every
It's gonna be a new caster arm.
Mm-hmm. Who made this? Was it Alex?
This is Alex.
That's
Duck
sick.
pack.
That's.
Alex was animating some ducks. We got some ducks, some wildlife duck action come into the game.
And
And
they thought, why not?
why not have a packed arm or
Why not? What are the abilities,
You know,
Scott?
black.
Hiss.
The spit.
the goose.
The Canadian geese.
The Canadian honk, spit,
See, ducks
and,
are nice.
That's
Geese are
true.
not. Yeah.
Ducks are nice.
Yep.
They got sharp beaks. though.
Should we show the end? Sarah got
I
to the
don't
end.
know. We could.
Oh, back to Sarah. Sorry. Back to
Skip
Sarah.
this siege game.
She fought the final siege cannon.
Brought the siege cannon.
She did it so well.
Argyle gets some revenge.
Yeah.
See ya.
Uh-oh.
Sarah, you were too late.
What?
Do you hear that sad howl?
Oh no. She's sad.
Yep.
Why is she so sad?
That is sad.
How can we fix
She's
her?
sad because her context action doesn't work.
How can we
Yeah.
fix
Yeah.
her? She's thinking.
No mourning under a new moon.
No more.
No. Darkness is for blood pacts. I
duck
entrust you,
It's a duck.
envoy, with the spirit of my howl. Care for my pup. So by blood we be bind.
Gotta hide that blade.
Watch your claws there. Jesus. Sarah, which one will you pick?
So this is what happens. You get to.
I've been thinking about this a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Who
you've
would you
been
guys
thinking?
pick?
I always pick the stealthy girl.
The smug.
I
Oh,
always
Which one? This one?
That's one I always pick.
that's
Yeah.
what I want to
Oh.
pick.
Yeah.
I was
I
like,
always-
oh,
I always think
smug
this is the
guy.
proud fella,
I actually
yeah.
feel like that makes sense for all of them.
Wait,
Yeah.
can you talk about the differences?
This is Steve.
Yeah, so they have like little.
This is Jen.
That's what I meant.
And this is Scott.
Oh, Scott, you're a dreamer.
Makes sense.
I just think the one in the middle has so much attitude
so
just from the
Yeah.
animation.
The squinty
quality
eyes
is so
is-
good.
It's
I'm out to like
actually a
Ratchet for some
black
reason.
emoji now.
Oh, really?
It is,
Smug,
yeah.
Oh,
or
goodness.
smug, but-
Did you pick?
Yeah,
Joey's-
picture, but Joey hasn't.
Joey's
he's
got a
not.
pick.
Joey.
Oh, Joey's
Joey.
Joey's
got a
still
pick?
struggling to
Yeah.
pick.
What the dog
Okay.
doing?
All right.
Oh, he nudged.
My
nudged
girl.
Yeah.
My
shy.
shadow
She's a little shy.
Hide that
Whoa.
blade.
Whoa.
be careful,
She's my little
lest
shadow.
you be the prey.
Sarah's already playing with it, but then you get gifted.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this.
I love these screens. They're so
Oh, we have to
good.
click.
Make my eyes water.
Every time. Jesus.
What happened to the last pop?
Who's a good girl?
Who is that?
That's right, you are.
Also, another envoy takes. Oh,
So,
Ooh, mysterious
Well,
character.
yeah, more will be revealed about
there.
that
Leave it
fella
there.
as the game progresses.
I
But
do like we're actually getting
if
other
you go back to your
envoys.
Nightfold, actually
like
go
a
back to the
Warframe was
game.
just like others.
Sorry, not the Dark
us?
Arm. My bad.
I think players who haven't done this yet notice Orangal is gone
Yeah.
from the
But-
Nightfold.
But
now
who
you have
could
to
be there?
She,
have to find her.
inside me.
She hides in different spots.
Oh, she's not in there.
She's not in there.
Not there.
I love.
I think I might have
Can we
saw
sprint in
her.
here
I
now?
thought I saw her too.
Or-
Yeah. No?
Yeah. Yep.
Is she up there?
Yeah, she's up there.
What the dog doing?
My little shadow.
What the dog doing? Oh.
My angle.
Oh. Oh dear God.
One day you'll grow up.
One day you'll grow up.
One day you'll grow up.
Oh.
Maybe P10.
Yeah.
Prelude's 10, maybe.
Oh,
yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.